Hello and welcome to another most exciting episode of Tiva Drive. For the first time ever, we are testing the BMW M5, brand new M5 2025 edition, and its first ever plug-in M5 as well. So it's gonna go up against the Mercedes E53 AMG that we'll be driving in a few weeks as well, which also happens to plug in. So in our review, we're gonna compare it with its other German competition, such as the Mercedes E53 AMG, but also Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid, which all have similar parameters. But we would also like to compare it with its two siblings that we have previously driven, namely the BMW i5 M60, and also which is a pure electric version of this car. As you know, BMW uses the same platform for pure gas, plug-in hybrid, and pure electric. Not so for Mercedes, although they're going that way as well. So we will compare the BMW i5 M60, which we drove pure electric. We'll also compare the BMW 550e plug-in hybrid, which we recently drove as well. And this would be the top of the line plug-in 5 Series, being the M5 PHEV. So let us tell you quickly about the specs. The hybrid system is very similar to the 550e, which we reviewed previously. So the battery size is the same, which is 19 kilowatt hours gross, 15, roughly just under 15 kilowatt hours net, with a rated range of 40. We'll tell you how far we were able to drive in it during our tests. And so basically this is the most powerful plug-in car that we have ever tested. The system power is a total of 717 horsepower, and that is good for official rating is 3.5 seconds 0 to 100, but some reviewers were able to push it to as little as 3.2 seconds, between 3 and 3.2 seconds from 0 to 100. So a very powerful car. Yeah, we'll tell you about our testing results as well. So let's give you a quick walk around. We'll give you a quick peek of the interior as well, because it is upgraded. It is different than 550e and the i5 M60. Of course, you have the M-specific front spoiler and front grille and such, with a large M5 badge here on the front, of course. And let us show you the charge port is in the same location as on the 550e as well. So it is here on the left, like with most plug-in hybrid BMWs. And the car locked itself. No, actually it's open. So just a level 2 here. And that's one of the differences with the Mercedes that we will be testing soon and comparing with this one. The Mercedes plug-in hybrids do offer a fast charging capability up to 60 kilowatts. This one will charge on a level 2 up to 11 kilowatts. Okay, so let us quickly show you so the side is, of course, you have the flared fenders, and don't look at the tires too much. These are winter tires, and they are 20-inch rims. In a summer tire, you will get a much wider tires, and you'll get up to 22 inches worth of rims, and with much wider tires, which you can see that this car with its flared fenders can accommodate much wider tire in front, and the same thing in the back, even more so. All the M5 cars have staggered rim sizes. So here again, this is a 20-inch winter rim and tires, because you cannot get winter tires of the size that comes in the summer rims for this BMW M5. So these are just 20-inch, so it doesn't look as good as this car would look normally in the summer, with its summer tires much larger and lower profile rubber. Of course, you have a specific spoiler here at the bottom as well, a skirt, flared fenders. This is how you can tell that this is a BMW proper M5 as opposed to i5 M60 or the 550e with an M package. So definitely there is some visual differentiation from the other versions of the 5 Series. Let's take you to the back as well. Very specific lower spoiler, quad pipes will tell you right away that this is an M5, even if you don't look at the M5 badge here on the back. Very discreet M5 badge, and the quad pipes and the very specific lower spoiler here in the back. This car comes with, so it's priced from 135,000. This car, as you see, that's 158,000. Part of the upgrade is the carbon package, which includes this carbon fiber spoiler on the rear. It also has a carbon fiber roof, and there's some other carbon elements. So it does not have the glass panoramic sunroof. It has carbon roof, and those two are basically a $4,000 option on top. The most expensive option on this M5 is actually right here. If you look at the brakes, you have carbon brakes, which are an $11,000 option on this car. So again, the base price $135, as presented $158, and we'll tell you how it compares in terms of the pricing of the competition. Let's give you a quick peek at the interior. So very specific M Sport seats. There's a lot of different adjustments. Heated and cooled, but not no massage in this car. So this is a driver's car. This is not a car you're driven in. The back seats also specific, but the biggest differentiation is in the front seats. So that's about it. Let us take you inside. We'll take you for a spin, and we'll tell you about our testing results and comparison with its brothers and other brands. Okay, so here we are inside a 2025 BMW M5, the most powerful car we ever tested. So as we mentioned to you, this is 717 horsepower, good for just over 3 seconds, 3.2. On the website bmw.ca it actually gives 3.5, but many testers were able to achieve 3.2 or even less on this car. Which kind of makes sense based on its 717 horsepower. How does it compare with the other two lesser versions of the 5 Series? So first of all, this car is priced from 135 plus options, 158 as tested. If you go to the bottom of the range that we tested in terms of the plugins, it starts with the 550e. Which is just under 500 horsepower, good for about 4.3 seconds. Same battery size as this car, followed by the BMW i5M60 with just under 600 horsepower, good for about 3.8 seconds. And the price to just under 100,000. And finally, this is the top of the line car. We'll also compare it with the Mercedes E53 AMG priced at 105. So it's basically, about 30 grand less than this car. However, the specs of the E53 AMG are more in line with the 550e in terms of the total power, system power, and acceleration than this M5. There is a, rumored, of course, because it's called E53, that there might be an E63 coming later with similar power to this M5, but for now it's just the E53 AMG. And then on the top of the scale, the top of the line, the most expensive competitor would be the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid, which is priced from almost 260 plus options, so almost double the price of this M5. And the specs are very similar. So the Porsche has 770 total system power and acceleration of 2.8 seconds. So really only a few tenths of a second quicker than this BMW, and only about 50 horsepower more. And a slightly higher top speed. Not that you care about the top speed in Canada. This car is capable of up to 305, and the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid is capable of 325. So 20 kilometers more. It would only make difference on the autobahn, but it's not a big difference for a car that's basically double the price of this M5. So far so good. It's one of the best deals. So let's turn it on. for you. Let's show you the different the modes that are specific to the M5, and we'll go over these, what these shift paddles mean, and the different modes which do not exist in an i5 or in a 550e. You have M specific modes. Of course, you have the sport seats. You have the M5 logo on the back of the backrest there behind me. So let's turn it on. Yeah, there you go. That's the M5. Let's see. There it is. Yeah, there it is, the M5. Okay. Then you have these shift paddles that exist only in the M5 car. The red top here, that kind of like a Formula One racing, etc. The red start-stop button, and all these red M modes here on the center console. We're gonna keep the screen here because all the menus here are the same as the i5 and the 550e pretty much. So we'll just show you the differences. So let's turn on the car because it's starting to get hot, even though it's only +5 today, but the sun is shining, so it's heating up the car. So let's start. The typical sound of when you start an electric BMW. We have changed the settings to start it always in electric mode. So first of all, let's put you into the M hybrid different modes. You have the Dynamic Plus, which is engine. It's a hybrid mode with engine stays on all the time. Then you have Dynamic, one down. Then you have the hybrid, just a regular hybrid. You have all electric, our preferred mode, of course. And then you have the e-control, which recharges car more than the regular hybrid mode. The engine will charge the car to about 5 kilometers range. In e-control, we were able to recharge the car up to about 20 kilometers EV range over a distance of about 100 kilometers or so. So it kind of gives you an idea. So of course, we'll start our test in electric mode. The rated range, boom, let's just put it in drive. Don't put it in sport, or don't touch the shift paddles because that will turn on the engine right away. Auto hold button is right here. So let's just drive. Now, you can probably hear, hopefully you can hear the very discreet M sound. Now, the M sound can be turned off. It's kind of annoying because you have to turn it off every time. So the default is for the M sound to be present even when you're driving in electric. So it imitates the V8 sounds, but why would you imitate the V8 sounds if you want the proper V8 sounds? All you have to do is put it in sport or touch a shift paddle, then you have the real V8 sound. So anyways, maybe some people want to have this sound all the time. It's quite possible. It's good to have the option. The only annoying thing is I wish you could default to starting the car without the M sound. It's kind of a little silly, but that's what it is on this M5. So there's many ways for you to start up the car. So let's go back, since we are in electric, let's talk about the electric mode. Out of the 717 horsepower, the V8 turbocharged, twin turbocharged and supercharged engine gives you about 577 horsepower, and the electric motor is good for about, sorry, I thought I would turn on this speed limit warning. So one gong is for a different sound, is for change of the speed limit, and then 3 gongs is once you go over the speed limit. Just because this car is so powerful, you basically want to have these reminders. Now you can have it just flashing, or you can have it also an audible sound you can hear, and so that's what I opted for. So pardon the interruptions that the car will be doing to remind us of the speed limit, but anyway. So okay, back to the electric mode. We are in electric mode with the M sound, which you can turn off. The rated range is 40 kilometers, and again, battery size is the same as the 550e, 19 kilowatt hours roughly gross, 15 kilowatt hours, just under 15 usable. The rated range 40 kilometers. We were able to drive it. Now keep in mind, again, this car is running on 20-inch winter snow tires, which always affects the range. I'd say that perhaps 10% or more you use more energy, even though these are specific EV Hankook tires made in Hungary that are supposed to be better for electric cars, so less friction, but still there's a difference between these tires and the summer tires. 40 kilometers rated. We were able to drive it, mind you, without climate, because this week was kind of on the warmish side, between +5 and plus even 15. We were able to drive it up to almost 59 kilometers, almost 60 kilometers. So that tells me that this car in the warmer weather, in the summer or later on in the spring, should be capable of around 70 to even 80 kilometers. The consumption that we got on the car, I don't know if you can see it, basically today we're down to 19.4, so it's pretty good. And normally in the city the car would be using 24 25 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. On the highway obviously more, closer to 30, but again those numbers would go down on summer tires. So that's about it. So now the different modes, so let's go back to those modes specifically, and then you have, so this is the one menu is the hybrid, M hybrid, and then you have the M modes, which you have the road, sport, and track, obviously. So we're not going on a track. Sport road kind of is similar. So we're gonna just play around with these 4 modes. We'll show you what these two buttons are for, and then the shift paddles as well. So one way to turn on the engine is to basically change the mode. So we could start with dynamic plus, and right away you can hear it. Right now it's changing gears, it's in regular D. If you want to put it in the... and you can hear the rumble of the V8. So the only thing is we should take it off. The car remembers which M mode you are in. And right now we are in this here on the right side. We are in M2 mode, which is the most extreme M mode with the stability control off. So we're gonna we should turn it off. It's dynamic plus with the M2. Normally it tells you here. There you go. Activation. Now it's an M2. Actually, no. So it wasn't in M2. The M2 is the most extreme version. Then you have the M1, the little bit less extreme, and the M2. We'll probably put it in M2 just to let you hear, because the sound is also the most extreme in this M2 version, and it's in automatic mode right now. The moment you touch these shift pedals, and that's what they're for. And as Electric Association, we shouldn't be doing that, but I'm sure a lot of viewers who will be viewing any M5 review video will want to hear this. So we're in M2 right now. We're under a bridge, but it's a lot of traffic, so we couldn't really rev it up to let you hear it. But yeah, basically the M2 removes all the electronic controls, so you have to be really careful because you can overpower the car very easily. And also the sounds, the proper crackle and pop of the exhaust only seem to exist in the M2 version. So without us driving in a tunnel or under a bridge, I'm not sure if you'll hear it, but perhaps you will hear it. So we'll try it. I'll put it in the manual mode. Oh, you could hear it right now. Yes, you can definitely hear it. So you heard it. Hopefully you can hear it on the sound is definitely amazing. I mean, we love silence as well, but the genius of this car is that basically you can have it in total stealth and super quiet mode, especially if you turn off the artificial sounds, or you can have it sound like a monster that it is, with a crackle and top. There is a Jeep that is really on our back, and he is, yes, very annoyed. I guess he doesn't like the BMW M5s. Wow, you get the full sound. It's definitely the loudest in M2 version. And you can hear a bit of a pop. So you take it down to the M1 level. Right away, it's quieter. It's strange. I guess every level of the M driving has its own kind of sounds that go with it. So this is really, really nice. And then so now I'm changing it basically. Now it's back in drive. The moment you put it in sport, it becomes manual. So minus is here, plus is here. You also, the minus button has a boost. To be honest with you, we haven't been able to use it to achieve that 3-second acceleration. You press it for a few seconds, it gives you an extra boost for a few seconds to get the full brunt of the 717 horsepower. But because it's early spring, actually it's not even spring, it's still winter technically, so a lot of salt on the road, some slippery sections, so we don't even want to test that. Perhaps we'll do a separate video before we return the car, try and launch it on some dry surface without any loose salt on it, so that you can hear it, number one, and see the acceleration using the boost button here. So this is just a dynamic. Then we have the dynamic plus. We turned off all the M modes, so it's just regular. Again, you can hear the V8 engine. I'm also almost under the impression that they removed some sound deafening in order to A, save the weight, and B, to give you a chance to hear more of those M sounds, the real V8 M sounds that you can hear right now. So hybrid mode, again, I'm not sure. Let's put it back in drive. Let's put it back in drive, and the traffic is just crazy, even though it's Friday, nowhere near the rush hour. We're in hybrid mode. We'll try and pass this traffic. It will be a while before the car puts itself back in electric mode. One way to do it is just press on electric. There you go. And the screen from red, you know if you're in gas or in electric, because in the gas, the right side of the screen, the power band is all in red, showing you the RPMs, and when you're in electric, the right side, the power band is in blue. So now you know that you're in electric. Although again, right now, what you hear is the fake V8 sounds that are piped through the speakers. Yeah, you see, those are fake sounds. So they're actually pretty good fake sounds. You can, if you don't look at your dash, you could be fooled to say that you're in gas mode. So it's pretty good fake. Anyways, again, it can be turned off. But we are back in all electric. And then again, the e-control is the mode which recharges the battery the most. If you are, let's say, driving on the highways, but your hybrid battery is depleted, you can use the e-control mode to get the most EV or battery recharge to the highest degree, so that you can keep driving in electric. That's what we did yesterday. So you can look at our Facebook page for the results of our testing. You don't want to know what the Dynamic Plus with some manual shifting, what kind of gas consumption it produces. Maybe I should tell you. So we got the gas consumption as high as, I guess we should turn on the climate a little bit because it's getting hot. We got a consumption of about 18 liters per 100 kilometers, which is not surprising given that this is a 4.4 liter V8, twin turbocharged and supercharged engine with 577 horsepower. So it is not exactly economical. The 550, of course, has a V6, straight six engine from BMW. The Mercedes, the E53 AMG, I'm pretty sure it has a 4-cylinder, plus the, however, we'll have to confirm that because the GLE that we had was a 4-cylinder. There's a chance that E53 AMG, which is a plug-in hybrid as well, may have a 6-cylinder engine in it. So, but again, to be confirmed, we'll have that car for you tested in a few weeks, so stay tuned to that. So all in all, An amazing car. Again, it's a typical case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It can be very docile, driving in all electric, super quiet, stealth, or it becomes a monster when you use some of those M modes here that we showed you. Yeah, so in terms of the comparison with we haven't driven the Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid, which is even more power, but again, for double the price and a fraction of a second, quicker, and maybe at 20 kilometers per hour, higher top speed, which you won't be able to use in Canada. Otherwise, you would lose the car and your license. So is it worth paying double the price? In my opinion, probably not. But again, Porsche owners will say, of course, yes. Porsche is unlike anything else, and to some it may be worth it. But in my opinion, this is the good enough car, and it has better performance, higher performance than the E53 AMG, even if it's slightly, more expensive. If you want the E53 AMG performance, you might as well get a even less expensive the 550e, which has equal performance statistics than the E53 AMG, and that's actually 15 grand less than the Mercedes. And then again, double the price for Porsche, not for me, but perhaps for someone. So if you have any questions about our test of this 2025 BMW M5, please don't hesitate to comment under the video, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. As usual, do not forget to press the subscribe button on our channel to be informed when the next test will be posted on our channel. As usual, we have to thank our sponsor, Condos and Castles Realty Inc. You can find them at www.condosandcastles.com. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the next review. Okay, so just a quick section before we go. We forgot to mention the battery size comparisons, because the other cars that we're comparing it with, the Mercedes E53 AMG has a bigger battery than this. So again, this is roughly 20 gross, 15 net. The Mercedes is 28 gross, 21 net. The Porsche Panamera plug-in hybrid is 25 or just under 26 gross and 21 net. So the net size on the Porsche and Mercedes is about the same, around 21. The buffers are different between Mercedes and the Porsche, and this is of the three, this is the smallest, but it's a very efficient car. So something tells me that when we test those other cars in terms of their range, the actual range might be very, very similar to this one. And again, we drove it, the rated range 40, we managed 60 on winter tires, so you should be able to drive over 70 in ideal conditions on the summer tires. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the next review.